Hi, my name is Dr. John Douillard, and I want to talk to you today about some exciting research about a hormone that actually delivers a deep sense of contentment. This is called the love hormone, or the cuddle hormone, or the giving hormone. Also, I want to talk to you about how to produce that hormone, and that requires us to have some understanding of what I like to call your emotional footprint. Imagine you come home from work and your wife is being mean to you for no reason. You go, honey, what's wrong? Why are you being mean to me? She goes, 3 days ago, we were out to dinner and you were mean to me. And it hurt my feelings. And I'm still hurt. And that's why I'm mad at you. And you realize, wow, 3 days ago, I did something I didn't even realize that hurt her feelings. And now she's being mean to me 3 days later. My reaction when she's being mean to me is to be mean back. And of course, that would hurt her further, and she would be mean back to me, and we would ultimately, slowly separate, and our relationship would be split. Your emotional footprint is the footprint you make emotionally. If you're in a Disney movie and you're walking through a garden, are the flowers, and branches running away from you as you crunch through the garden without any awareness of what you're stepping on or breaking or crushing? Or are you walking through the garden with awareness, and are the flowers reaching out, blossoming, expanding, and greeting you as you walk through the garden? This is your emotional footprint. What is the impact you have? Are you walking through your life with awareness? Did you 3 days ago have an impact on your wife that hurt her feelings, and now she's being mad at you? And your reaction is to maybe be mad back. There's an old saying that says, to the extent something affects you is to the extent it's your opportunity to take action. It's your karma, is what the saying means. So if you are being hurt by another, you have the opportunity to take action based on the truth. Truth is you love your wife. She's throwing a dart at you. Do you need to throw a dart back? Or can you be aware that maybe I threw a dart at her 3 days ago and that's why this dart's coming at me, and maybe I can take a chance now to act on not the dart that's being thrown at me, but the truth of the relationship, which is I love her. So maybe try to let the dart go by and respond to her with an act of affection. Make her a cup of tea, rub her back, give her a big hug, tell her you love her. And see how it makes you feel when you act on your truth. The one thing that makes us content, that fills us up, is acts of giving, acts of caring, acts of serving another. Your wife is feeling hurt. If you throw a dart back at her, it's going to hurt her more. If you said love to her, the petals of her flower will open and make her feel willing to let a more true experience of herself out, the fact that she does love you and she'll take action on that truth. And now you have both of you experiencing the truth of each other, which I like to call true love. So give it a whirl. Try and see if you can let the dart go by and actually be aware of the impact you have when you walk into a room, when you interact with your wife and interact in other types of relationships. When you choose to respond to feelings of affliction with affection, you produce a hormone called oxytocin. Oxytocin is a hormone that's produced when you give and you serve and you care for others. It's actually produced in a mother when the mother gives birth to initiate labor. But now we know that it's not only about labor. When that baby is born, that oxytocin is produced in the mother, the baby, and the dad, and it creates a permanent bond that those parents will care for that child for the rest of their life. It's the bonding hormone. It bonds us together. And it comes when we care for another. And that's what happens and takes place when a baby is born. That hormone can be reproduced, and there's no limit to how much you can produce if you take care to love your wife, to love your family. Our tendency is to, I don't want to love her fully. She might not love me back. It might hurt my feelings. So therefore, I hold back and reserve myself to not love her and give myself fully to that relationship. Take a risk. What do you have to lose to love your family, your wife, your mother, your father fully? Take that risk and see what happens. That's when you produce the oxytocin. That's when you get fulfilled. It's when we give that we get. Give it a whirl. Thanks for listening. I'm Dr. John Douillard.